Seoul, June 11, 2025. Not many people realize that the close relationship between actress Moon Jae-young and actor and idol Cha Eun-woo has been established for a long time. Although never openly discussed, moments of their closeness are often recorded in interviews and public interactions that fans are now starting to discuss again. One of the moments that is now being discussed again is an interview a few years ago when the two promoted the drama True Beauty. During the session, Cha Eun-woo said that he felt happy because he had someone who could always share his story. Although the statement did not mention names, many fans associated him with Moon Jae-young because their closeness at that time was very obvious. Interestingly, until now Cha Eun-woo has remained consistent with the criteria of his ideal woman. In several recent interviews on the eve of his mandatory military service in July 2025, he again mentioned that he likes women with whom he can share his joys and sorrows, a statement that is in line with his confession a few years ago. Although there has been no confirmation of anything related to the relationship between the two, fans still show enthusiasm for the dynamics of their friendship that seems strong and full of warmth. This little-known closeness is proof that not everything must always be indulged to feel sincere and meaningful. And the fast-paced and spotlight-filled Korean entertainment industry, many small moments go unnoticed by the public. The closeness of Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo is one of them. For many years, the two were known as a screen couple in the popular drama True Beauty. But behind the scenes, their relationship seems to go deeper than just colleagues. Flashback to the promotion period of the drama, there is one interview piece that is now back viral among fans. There, Cha Eun-woo said, "I'm happy right now because there's someone I can always talk to." The statement wasn't much explored at the time, but now fans realize that it has a deeper meaning when viewed from his warm interaction with Moon Jae-young. What makes this even more interesting is Cha Eun-woo's consistency in portraying his ideal female figure. In a recent interview just a few weeks before his mandatory military service, which is scheduled for July 28, 2025, he again mentioned that he likes women who can be invited to share their stories, joys, and sorrows. Could this be a coincidence? Or is it a guide that has been kept clean? While neither Moon Jae-young nor Cha Eun-woo have given any confirmation regarding their personal relationship, loyal fans still appreciate the natural-looking and trusting intimacy. In a world where everything is easily scattered, relationships that remain simple and sincere like this are rare. Ahead of his conscription on July 28, 2025, every detail about Cha Eun-woo is back in the spotlight from the public. Includes snippets of old interviews now attributed to his past interactions with actress Moon Jae-young. It is undeniable that the chemistry between the two in the drama True Beauty was once one of the most liked by the audience. But beyond their roles as the main characters, their genuine interactions behind the scenes also seem so natural, from joking with each other to supporting each other during the long filming process. Interestingly, this moment of familiarity was not paid much attention at that time. Only a handful of fans noticed that the two looked very comfortable with each other, even in off-camera situations. Some longtime fans are now digging through the promotional video archive and finding snippets that show how close they are. Even when they're not acting in an interview that has now gone viral again, Cha Eun-woo mentioned that he feels happy because he has someone who can always share his story. Although he did not name names directly, the context and timing of the statement led many fans to speculate that the figure in question was Moon Jae-young. Consistency in Cha Eun-woo's answer about his ideal type is also a concern. Several times in question and answer sessions with the media, he mentioned that he longed for a woman who could be a friend of the story, someone with whom he could share his joys and sorrows, both in busy times and quiet times. Although their relationship was never confirmed to be more than that of colleagues and friends, many fans felt that this kind of relationship actually showed the emotional maturity of both. There is no need for a lot of exposure, just support each other in silence. Conclusion. In the hustle and bustle of an entertainment industry full of gossip and rumors, a warm relationship like this is a reminder that true intimacy doesn't always have to be indulged. For many fans, the memories and small interactions between Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo are proof that some precious things are often missed. The return of these old moments to the surface also sparked a reaction from the fan community, both in Korea and internationally. Some online forums such as The Ku and Pan even began to be filled with discussions about natural chemistry, owned by Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo for a long time. Many regretted that their warm professional and personal relationships had gone unnoticed by the media at that time. On the other hand, the media began to re-raise the promotional archive of True Beauty, including footage of press conferences and joint photo shoots. One of the highlights comes from the way they look at each other and talk in a warm but still polite tone, reflecting a sense of mutual respect that is not made up. Fans noted that this kind of relationship, although never confirmed as romantic, reflects a quality that is rare in the entertainment industry. Closeness built on a sense of comfort, trust and open communication stay professional, yet unforgettable after the drama True Beauty. Both Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo continued their respective careers with success. Moon Jae-young is actively starring in a number of acting projects, while Cha Eun-woo continues to develop a career as an actor, singer, and recently prepared for military service. They never worked together again after that. However, not a few fans hope to see the two reunited on the screen one day, not only because of the visuals or popularity, but because of the emotional closeness that has been recorded and is now inspiring again. Conclusion: a closeness that does not need to be enlivened, but deserves to be remembered in an entertainment world that often highlights sensational things. The story of Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo's closeness is a reminder that a warm and sincere relationship doesn't always need public recognition. Sometimes just being someone to share your story with, as Cha Eun-woo once said, is more than enough. Now towards Cha Eun-woo's enlistment, moments like this feel even more precious to his fans. A small fragment of the past resurfaces not to bring up speculation, but to reminisce about the human side of the two great stars who remained grounded. Reflections ahead of a temporary separation. With Cha Eun-woo's enlistment date approaching, the spotlight is not only on his career and recent activities as an idol or actor, but also on his personal side, which has been rarely exposed. In the atmosphere on the eve of a temporary parting with his fans, his old statements, on the contrary, found a new meaning. Simple sayings like "happy to be able to share a story with someone," or "I like women who can be friends in joy and sorrow," now feel much more profound. Not a few fans interpret it as a form of emotional maturity from a Cha Eun-woo who has been known for his perfect and calm image on the screen. Moon Jae-young stays focused on career. Meanwhile, Moon Jae-young himself continues to live his career calmly and professionally. He has never responded to any issues related to his relationship with his co-stars, including Cha Eun-woo. However, the public could see that during his joint work, he showed sincere support, both in joint promotions and behind-the-scenes interactions. This attitude has received praise from many, as it shows how an actress can maintain professionalism, but still maintain a good and respectful relationship with colleagues. Hope for the future. Now, the public can only wait whether time will reunite them on the same project, or even in a story that is more than just a screen. But for sure, the traces of the relationship they once built cannot be erased. For many fans, what happened between Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo was a mature, healthy, and sincere relationship, something that may not always seem flashy, but it left a deep impression. Not many people realize that Moon Jae-young and Cha Eun-woo had a very warm relationship long before the news of the actor's enlistment came out. In an interview promoting the drama True Beauty, Cha Eun-woo once stated that he was happy to have someone he could always share his story with, a phrase that has now returned to steal the public's attention.